y'all, it's your girl, Sun Fashionista. You already know what it is. It's Dilly Dally Saturday. I am getting ready to go ahead into DC. I'm going to take you with me and let's see where our adventure will be. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I made it to DC. I got off at the Judiciary Square metro stop, and so I'm headed to the National Gallery of Art. They're having a block party today, and I think it's to start celebrating the 250th anniversary of America, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I'm going to catch a little bit of that. It ends at like 4, and they're going to have the sculpture park open until about 8 p.m. So I should catch some of that. Let's go ahead and see what they got going on, and I'm taking you guys with me. So stay tuned. Y'all, what do we have here? The Capital Grille. I may have to check it out. Let's see. All right, y'all, National Gallery of Art. Let's get into it. Hello. Georgia O'Keeffe, that's the artist. So another Georgia O'Keeffe painting. All right, y'all. So I just got through with my indoor activities at the National Gallery of Art. It was really nice. I saw quite a bit. I decided to focus on the inside because one, it's hot out here, and two, they close at 5, and it's right now 4:56. Okay, so I saw quite a bit. Very pleased with that. You can be in there for hours. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do now, the Sculpture Garden part closes at 8 p.m. So I think I might run across the street to Capital Grille, get me a little something to drink, a little snack, and then head back over to the Sculpture Garden since it closes at 8 p.m. That's gonna be the move. Let's go do that. See, here we go. All right, y'all. So I want you guys to see this sculpture behind me. You see that right there? I was walking by, getting ready to cross the street, and I ran into that. Let me go ahead and sit down. So what I want to tell you is that a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'm so bored. I don't have anything to do," and there's so much to do in DC. Like today, I was literally just scrolling on TikTok and also Instagram, and I saw where they were talking about all these things to do in DC this weekend. And so I said, "Oh, they have a block party at the National Gallery of Art." I said, "Oh, let me go see what that's about." And so I had a hair appointment, y'all. I do have a hat on, but girl, she did my hair. She got me slayed. I got hat hair right now. Anyway, so I said, okay, if I can get out of my appointment pretty timely, then I'm gonna go check it out. So I was done in under 2 hours. I ended up being here in the DC area around 2:30ish. Okay, the event at the gallery was like 10 to 4, but they still had things going on like at the sculpture garden until 8, like I mentioned. So I'm gonna check that out. But yeah, I said, let me just go ahead today and check out National Gallery of Art, see what's going on. Like it's only 2.50 pretty much to ride where you need to get to on the metro. You know, one direction, 250. So anyway, y'all, people say they don't have anything to do. There's plenty to do here. It's just a matter of being willing to get up, go and do it. It's just a matter of, going out by yourself, doing what you want to do to have the life you want to live. You know what I'm saying? So yes, y'all. So I just wanted to make sure I stopped and chatted with you guys about that while I was on my mind because, there's so many things to do here. It was a whole list of things. They have like a watch party going on at the wharf. There's like an art walk, I think, going on in DuPont Circle. There were several things going on. They got like parties at the bullpen, just different things to do. So depending on what your vibe is, they got something for you here. And this is not a DC promotion video. I'm just saying, I know some people may be watching me because they're looking for ideas and things to do. So yeah, my personal goal is to, do that. My personal goal is to go to all the Smithsonian's here in the DC area. So I've gone to about 4 or 5 of them so far and counting because I'm going to hit that goal. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead across the street and check out Capital Grille. Now, you haven't seen the vlog yet that I've done for my trip to Jersey City, Manhattan, and Connecticut. But when I was in Manhattan, I went to Capital Grille over there in the financial district near Wall Street. And y'all, I had the best drink, but I'm not gonna say too much because this may come out first. I'm so out of order with these videos, it don't make no sense, y'all, but I'm trying to get everything out. It's gonna all get published, okay? But anyway, go ahead, let me get over here and get to this drink and a snack, and then we'll continue our dilly dally. You know what to do. There's the Capitol building, y'all. Bam. Capital Grille.
Yes.
Thank you.
So you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I mean, because when you're in front of a big crowd of people,
You have to almost disassociate.
that's right. But when you got 7 people staring at you,
When it's small, it's different. I don't like it. Yeah, it has to be amplified. Cheers.
bring it.
That's why Don't never hurt to ask. Can I get some bread?
You want some bread? I'll get some bread, please.
Okay, thank you.
So, yo, get some bread and butter for me. Thank you. That's the dough.
What is that?
The dough.
The dolly? Put that in.
You're welcome. That's the thing. That's the jar of pineapple that every Capital Grille has. That's the signature drink.
Oh,
It's a vodka infused pineapple.
very refreshing. I like it. Never had it before. Thank you. I got a lot going on over Y'all, I'm leaving the Capital Grille. I had a marvelous time at the bar, okay? I had the best customer service. My passion fruit mojito was good. My lamb chops were good. They weren't even on the menu, but they got them for me, okay? That dessert I had, the creme brulee cheesecake and the flourless chocolate cake, chef's kiss. Excellent. Yeah, I am so full. So I have about an hour and 10 minutes to go explore the sculpture garden, and then I'm gonna head on back to Maryland, unless I get sidetracked. But anyway, let's go ahead and get there, and I will see you in a second. Stay tuned. Let me talk to y'all for a second. So when I left the hairdresser, it started drizzling when I was walking to the car. And I said, oh, I'm not going to go out to this event today. It's raining. I'll just stay home or whatever. So I went and grabbed some Chick-fil-A and went home. And I said, well, let me just go ahead, you know, do my makeup and then see what's going on with the weather. It had stopped raining. And so I decided to come on down to DC and, you know, and see what's going on at National Gallery of Art or whatever it's called. And I'm so glad I did because I'm having a really good time. I really am. Like, I met some nice people at the restaurant I just left at Capital Grille. I got to see something new. You know, I saw those different exhibits and whatnot. I'm about to go see the sculptures. And it is starting to be a little windy. So I may not be out here too long, but I have done enough today. If I don't see a lot there, I'm not going to be upset about it. I can always come back. But I just wanted to say I'm glad that I took the chance and came on out here and had me a nice day. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get to this sculptures garden and let's see what we can see in this next hour or so. All right, y'all, National Gallery of Art Sculpture Garden. Okay. And they are open until 8 p.m. today. Check this out, y'all. Nice. So we can sit on these, so don't mind if I do. Called Wandering Rocks. Okay. Hey y'all, so as you can tell, your girl made it home safe and sound. It's about 9:15. I know Lavonda's watching. Thanks for supporting, girl. And yes, I got home before midnight. Yes. So anyway, y'all, it's an inside joke. But yeah, I made it home safe and sound. Had a wonderful experience today. I really liked that sculpture garden. It took me by surprise. I didn't look it up before I went, but it was a really nice. It was a very pleasant surprise, right? I love the sculptures. I love the water feature in the center. And I did really just sit down and read part of my book while I was out there. It was like a 91-degree temperature day, but by the time I got to the sculpture garden, it was already in the evening time. It was like after 7, and it was cooling down. Nice little breeze. It was like the best weather. Okay, so I will definitely be going back again. You will see it in another vlog, I'm sure, before the summer is over. I like Capital Grille. I'll be going back there too. The food was really, really good. No complaints. My drink was good. No complaints at all. Love the location. Yes. Let's see. I like the gallery that I went to. I hadn't been there before. They had lots of different, artwork, sculptures, all the things. And yeah, so I don't think I went through everything, but I went through that art gallery for a strong hour and a half. So I saw quite a bit. And as you've seen, I've showed you guys some of the things I've seen on the video. I did some clips, but I didn't get you everything because I don't want this vlog to be me just doing a tour of the gallery. I'm gonna show you what I thought was interesting just to give you a little taste, and maybe you may want to go for yourself and see it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of what I do with the vlogs is just showing you things that I'm doing, and you may decide you want to go. You may not have known it existed. So that's kind of the point of why I do these, because I want you to have an ability to kind of see what's there and decide if you want to go for yourself. That part. But yes, y'all, the Capital Grille was really across the street from the gallery and from the sculpture garden. So yes, it's all convenient. But anyway, if you're still here, please make sure you like the video. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If you didn't know, I do live streams on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Check my community wall, to see if I have any updates going on there with live streams and whatnot. I try to communicate as best I can. Summertime has been crazy. I've been out, on my little own vacations. I got work trips coming up. So it's kind of hard to stay consistent with my live stream schedule, but I'm going to try to. And I'm going to make sure I communicate with you guys as best I can on what I have going on. But anyway, I hope you're having a great June, that you have something fun planned for the summer. And I will see you on my next adventure or live stream. Hit that notification bell and stay tuned. Bye.